We have our first Thinking Like a Historian group assignment coming up. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about how that assignment works. This is a team assignment. So what you want to do as a team is have good communication between each other so that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing and how they can collaborate together on this assignment. The first thing you should do when you go into Canvas, click on Modules and go all the way down to the unit on China in the 1800s. You can scroll down to where it says TLAH number 1. That's Thinking Like a Historian number 1. And it says Boxer Uprising. You click on that and you're able to see the different sources you need to look at for this assignment. There are 3 different sources. So make sure you're looking at all 3 sources, and you need to be reading those sources carefully to see how they describe the Boxer Uprising. After everybody does that, okay, everybody does that, and then as a team you can go back to Modules and you can click on Thinking Like a Historian 1 Worksheet. When you click on the worksheet, you can see I have a series of questions that you need to answer as a team. Now, some teams are going to be more technologically savvy than others, and you might feel comfortable taking this worksheet. You can download it to your computer, and if you want to, you can also then create it as a Google Doc, since UNCG uses Google email services. You can use Google Doc, and everybody on your team can access this worksheet and type in things into one document, and it'll save in one place and you'll have all your answers together. That's one way to do it. If that's not something your team wants to do, you just need to make somebody on your team the point person to compile all of the responses, and then that one person can upload the document to Canvas. So after you fill out the worksheet, then your task is almost complete. Then you have to save that worksheet and then upload it back to Canvas. So again, go back to Modules, the same place where you found the informational Thinking Like a Historian number 1. You need to find that section, go down to TLAH number 1, Submissions. And once you click on Submissions, then you're going to upload the document, follow the instructions there, and then you can upload it and I'll be able to grade it. A couple of things. You need to save this as a doc or docx file. Those are Microsoft Word formats. Also, Canvas will check all of these documents with Turnitin to make sure no one has plagiarized anything. I know most students don't plagiarize. Very few ever plagiarize intentionally, but I just want you to be aware it is going to check for that. So make sure this is your original work. And then also, when you turn this in, if you turn this in by the deadline listed on the syllabus, then I will be able to read it quickly and give your team feedback on the great things you did on the assignment and some things that you can improve upon. If you don't get it in by the deadline, I'm not going to have time to give your team any feedback. So just be aware of that. But that's Thinking Like a Historian number 1. We are trying to practice the skills that historians use to make sense of the past and also the present. So that assignment is there for you. Contact me as soon as you can if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you on this next step in the course.